My dad called me lazy to my uncle. I pay for literally everything in his house. I moved back in with my dad about 6 years ago after his divorce. He reached out, saying he was struggling to pay the bills and needed help, so I came back to support him temporarily. I was living in a walkable city before this, and I didn't even need a car. That was the plan anyway, a temporary arrangement. But within 4 years, he just stopped working. He said he was going on Social Security and that would be enough. He made it sound like it would be a little extra help, and he'd drive for Uber to supplement his income. But now, I'm paying for everything. Rent, utilities, internet, literally everything except his groceries and cell phone bill. He gets his Social Security check, and honestly, I have no idea where it all goes. Well, I do know where some of it goes. He's gotten really into health trends, spending hundreds on supplements, weird powders, and these magnetic bracelets that are supposed to realign his energy. Last month, he even spent $200 on an online health seminar, where the so-called expert convinced him to buy a PDF filled with information that could be found on the first page of a Google search. Meanwhile, I'm struggling to pay rent, and then there's the car situation. About 2 years after I moved back, he totaled his car. He kept begging me to help him get another one because he needed it for appointments. He said he felt he was mentally regressing from staying home all day, even though he barely went anywhere once I got the car. I suggested Uber again, which took forever to convince him to even try. Eventually, I co-financed a car with him because he wouldn't stop asking. Guess who's been making every single payment? Me. Honestly, I've decided to just let it get repossessed at this point because I can't afford it on top of all the other bills I'm paying. I'll have it voluntarily repossessed by the end of this month. Unsurprisingly, he's furious about this. I've been trying to talk to him about moving somewhere cheaper because I can barely keep up with all these payments. The area we're in is expensive and somewhat isolated, and I could cut my costs in half if we relocated. He keeps saying no because he's established here and doesn't want to start over. Start over? He's not doing anything. Yesterday, I found out through my uncle that my dad has been talking about me behind my back. Apparently, I'm lazy and don't help around the house enough, just playing on my PlayStation 5 all day, which I received as a gift from my mom. My uncle called me confused because he knows I'm the one paying for everything. He asked, "Your dad said you're lazy? Aren't you working full-time?" I confronted my dad about it, and he said I misunderstood, that he just meant I don't do enough chores. Chores? I'm paying your rent. When I pointed that out, he said, "Well, it's still my house. It's not even his house. We're renting." For years, I felt responsible for him. He'd guilt-trip me constantly about family taking care of family, saying we're a team. I used to feel so guilty about even thinking of leaving. But honestly, I don't feel that guilt anymore. Now, I'm battling with this feeling that I'd be abandoning him if I left, even though he's calling me lazy behind my back while I fund his entire life. Can someone really call you lazy when you're literally paying for everything? I feel like I'm going insane. My friends don't know about this. I'm too embarrassed to talk to anyone besides my mom, who is appalled and says that's one of the reasons she left him. But he's calling me lazy while buying magnetic bracelets with his Social Security money and getting mad that I can't afford the car payment for his car that I co-signed on? My guilt is gone at this point. I can't believe I felt guilty all these years and wasted so much of my life supporting this man-child. I'm looking for apartments in a small, affordable city.